Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to change the front brake shoes on your Kawasaki KLT 110 1986. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I figured I've got down this far, I might as well show you guys. I was actually changing out this front brake cable, but anyway, I'll show you how to replace these shoes. Even though I don't have new ones, I'll just take these off and put these back on, and then I'll kind of do the reverse. I'll put everything back on, and then so hopefully you guys can just figure out, just do the opposite of what I'm doing to take it apart, and then you'll have the video to put it back together too. So anyway, for these I'm just going to go ahead and kind of use not use any tools, just use my hands and pull these two shoes apart, and then pull them off of there, because the only thing, there's just a groove in here that's holding that on, and there's nothing up here. So I'm just going to find a good place to put this camera so I can show you guys while I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm just going to pry these both apart. And so there they both come off. And just keep track of your springs. I lost the one on the top here. It just fell down. So here is everything. You've got two shoes and two springs, and then the backing plate. It doesn't matter. It looks like they're both the same. The springs are. So it doesn't matter which one's top or bottom. But you've got these little eyes here. You stick your spring through one of those, and then just kind of at an angle, you fish it through the other one. Make sure that you've got both circle sides up here and then the flat sides on the other side. Don't want to mix up the circle with the flat. And so now for the other side, you just do the same thing. Fish that spring through one of them. And now this is kind of the trickier part. You just kind of mess with it because it's still got that other spring on there, so there's that tension. But you just kind of mess with it until you get it through. So now you've got both of the shoes put together, and so now you can put them on the backing plate. The circle side goes against this circle thing, and the flat side goes against this. That actually pushes the shoes apart. So I just kind of pull it apart and work it over one end, and then do the same thing on the other end and push it down. And make sure you've got it past that groove there. And so now it is ready to be put back on the bike. So now if you've taken this part off, this little arm here, you're going to want to put it on in the same position that it was before you took it off, and make sure it's nice and tight. And now we can go ahead and reattach this cable to the arm. Okay. And hopefully we can feed this back through this little bracket here. There we go. So now that we've got all that together, when you put this back on here, there's that little notch there that goes into the fork. So that just has to line up But the drum is gonna go around these shoes. So I'm gonna pick the tire up and place it on the brake assembly there, and hopefully I'll try to get a video of me swinging it back over. I don't know if I've got a KLT 110 with just a standard fork outside. I've not ever messed with it though, so I don't know if it operates the same way. But with these forks, they just swivel, so that's how you're supposed to take that front tire off. So putting that tire back on can kind of be a pain, especially if it's just you by yourself. But you need to take the front axle / real long bolt and stick it all the way through both the wheel and the brake assembly and into the fork, and then you tighten it up. I've still got to tighten mine up, but I started it so it's holding on there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and swing this around. You might have to let some air out of your tire. I did when I took it off, so hopefully it should go back on without having to take out any more air, but I'm letting a little bit more air out here. It's definitely seems to be harder to put it back on than it is to take it off. Okay, I got it swung back over. The axle bolt thing fits in here. And this is your first step, and your last step is to either take this off or put it back on. This plate just goes over this, and you got 4 nuts. And you just tighten them down and put the bike back down and put some more air in your tire, and that's it.